Hey, what's up, everybody? Hope you guys are holding up well during this crazy market. So, we're going to go over a Dogecoin price prediction. Dogecoin has been super profitable for me in the past. I've been trading Dogecoin since 2017. Here's one of my older videos about Dogecoin where I was talking about it dumping into some major support here, which was about 19 satoshis. Read the title. You see double your bitcoins. Buying down there actually gave you approximately 50x. I made a few bitcoins as I sold way too early, and I learned my lesson there. And if I get the chance, I won't sell as early as I did. So this strategy actually works with other altcoins, and you can apply the strategy that you learn here that I'm going to show you guys and kind of my mindset on why I'm going to be watching this. I'm also making a list of altcoins that I'll be watching. If you think you have a hot altcoin or one that might run up quick in the next, run up in the next bull run, whatever it may be, post it below. I'd love to take a look at that alt. But right now I have like Doge, Solana, AVAX, Matic, eGold, and I'm going to be adding to that list as well. But that's just the start. So many things are going on sale. Let's get right into this. So we're gonna go over the Dogecoin and USD pair, but I personally trade the Doge BTC pair because I'm trying to multiply my Bitcoins, and I've traded this actual chart since 2017 now, and I've traded all these pumps. So I'm gonna go into the strategy. We're gonna start with the USD first. So if you can see in 2014, this is the furthest, the oldest price history that I have. It's from Bitrex, and it goes all the way back to 2014. So let's just see how far we actually fell down from the top here, and that's approximately 96%. And that was in 2014, and then we had a 3-year bear market, and then we rose up, and let's see how high we rose up from the bottom. So we rose approximately 21,000%, and you can see after that we fell, let's see how much, 92%. So we did 96 right here, and let me mark the top right here of 2014. So we fell 96% here, and we fell 92% here. Each time it took approximately 3 years. Yeah, we had some bumps, we had some mini relief pumps, but nothing major. You can see that it dragged on for 3 years here, and it dragged on for 3 years here. This pump, we'll call it the Elon pump, from the bottom to the top, 53,000%. Honestly crazy. I positioned myself super well here, but I sold way too early, and it's taught me to alter my trading. So when I'm taking profits, I don't take the whole thing because I'll just slightly just sell it, because you can never time the top, right? And I sold way too early. And I'll show you guys how I got into that position. And I think now is the time to be watching these altcoins. So let's see how far we've already fell from the top. We've been getting slaughtered, 89%. So if we saw a 96% drop like we did the first year, even a 92% drop, somewhere in the middle would be 94, right? So that would bring us approximately to 4 cents, and we would be testing the prior higher low. So you can see we're in an obvious downtrend right now, and like you can see here, we kind of traded sideways here as well. It was kind of flat with some pumps, but here we're still in a major downtrend. There's no signs of reversal right now, so I wouldn't be buying this. You'd be just buying a falling knife. So you want to be waiting for some sort of reversal, or some sort of bottoming like you saw right here. And you can see like we're heading into oversold. We've actually never been. Yeah, we have in 2015, but aside from that, right here, and that was the bottom. I still don't think we're at the bottom, just looking at where Bitcoin is, looking at this could be a temporary bottom potentially, but I think we might see lower prices and until this trend line as well. So on the weekly as well, I love to use, and you can mark that up a lot better, the 4 and 9 EMA, but I'm going to show you guys that clear strategy on the Bitcoin pair, and I'm going to go over the strategy on the Bitcoin pair. So for this, the lowest I'm actually thinking as well could be testing the previous all-time high of 2018, because we did here in 2014. So you can see 2014 high here, and we retested that. We actually went lower in 2018, that was 2017, and that was 2018 bear market. So the lowest we went, yeah, pretty much testing the re-high in 2014. So it wouldn't be crazy to do so again here. That would be a total drop of approximately 98%, 97.5%. So it wouldn't be too crazy to think we would be testing the 10%, the 1 cent area, but I would be expecting some sort of bounce right here. You can see we're actually testing the prior higher high here. So this was an instant 20% pump here, so pretty great buy, but I would still be watching that very closely as the market, S&P 500, Bitcoin is generally not looking the greatest right now. So let's move on to the Doge BTC pair, and this is the pair that I trade. The Doge BTC pair will allow you to double your Bitcoins and also multiple other, altcoins which you can position yourself in at the bottom or close to bottom, or waiting for the reversal and buying in an uptrend at near to low, like near to bottom prices. You can make some crazy money. Don't run away in the bear market. There's crazy opportunity. I think some of the best products launch in bear markets because you need a solid team, enough money to kind of work your way through in these harsh environments where scammers are looking for quick money, quick investments, just kind of bullish environments. So I think that sticking around here, looking for these awesome entries, looking for these awesome projects, you will be rewarded heavily. And cryptocurrency markets, I've never seen any financial gains larger than this market. So stick around, join the Discord, let's get these trades together. So let's get into the strategy. First of all, if you notice, Dogecoin was pumping pretty much. If you look at my old video, you can see I drew out a support and resistance at the top. In that 2017, we saw this Wall Street cheat sheet shared everywhere, and it's kind of the emotions of a market. And you can see, and if you just entered, you probably have felt all these levels of the market, and we're going to go over them. And if you stuck around, if from 2017 or 2014 or 2011, you felt this multiple times probably, and you've seen these cycles come and go, so you're an OG. These drops, they aren't the best, but I'm kind of used to them. They're in my blood, and I've taken it's taught me to take profits, so I can kind of be in a level head to take action and take as much opportunity as I can at these levels when everybody's fearful. So you have hope, disbelief, like a recovery is possible. Let's start with this first. After a peak, an uptrend, you get a downtrend, and then you have the trough, and that could be like an accumulation phase, and that is the point of maximum financial opportunity. Like I mentioned, it could be an accumulation phase, it could be a consolidation phase, whatever you want to name it, and then after, you get usually a larger run up, and then you get the same cycle over and over again. That's why you don't want to get caught up in the cycles, and learn to follow a trading plan, learn to take profits, and learn when to cut a bad trade. That's very important. So you can see after we're recovering in Dogecoin, if you see right here, this is the resistance, and there's a discrepancy there, and this is the support right here. And you can see I had that pretty much outlined in my video in 2019, and I think I had a video in 2018 as well. But if we go back here, you can see in 2014 we had one pump, and just take a look from the bottom to the top. That is 430, about 400%. Let's just go there. Then we had another mini pump, another pump, one pump from the top to the from here. If you caught that, that's 600%. But we can go with one pump, two pumps right here, three, four, and then five. And you can, if you want, you can count these mini ones as well, depending if you caught them, if you bought on this support, or if you're watching them. I'm going to show you guys how to add moving averages to this strategy. But if I just remove this, and let me just turn this red, and then I'll do this green. And I'm just going to make it more visually appearing. So you can see every time the price came into the major supply area, it pumped all the way to the resistance. So in 2019, I was watching this here and it broke down and I got these awesome entries here, and I actually bought some here as well off the support, and I thought this is going to pump. I sold because after Elon Musk was tweeting the hell of it, so it just exploded, and I sold at the normal price, my normal price targets, and I cut myself short because it ran up to 1,000 to 1,300 sats when my target was 100. So it just kept running. So if we go back to psychology of market cycles, the Wall Street cheat sheet of the psychology of market cycles, you can see that getting into the near bottom, recovery, hope a recovery is possible, then you see optimism, this rally is real, then believe, time to get fully invested, you're riding this all the way up, thrill, I'll buy more on margin, gotta tell everyone to buy, you start telling your friends, you start telling your family, and then like you get to euphoria, you're looking at your account and you've never felt this type of way. You've probably thought in your head that you've never in your life thought you were going to amount to this much money so quick, and you're probably feeling smart about yourself. And then things start to get heated. We get our first pullback. We get that large crash. It just side sweeps you. You weren't really thinking about that. Maybe you thought, Bitcoin is going to 1 million. Luna is going to 1,000. Your favorite coin, still has 10x more to go. And we get that dump. We get that pump, complacency, you think we just need to cool off, it's just another higher low, and then it starts to dump hard. Anxiety, denial, panic, capitulation, and this could be 70, 80, 90% decrease from what you had at the top. And most people can't stomach that. Most people are selling. Most people have capitulated, and then it's like, who shorted the market? Why did the government allow this to happen? And like literally that's what people are saying about UST right now, and then it goes into depression. My retirement money is lost. How can you pay all this for this new stuff? I'm an idiot. Sell the bottom, and then the rally goes on. They sold the bottom, and when everybody is fearful, that's when you got to get greedy. When everybody is greedy, that's when you become fearful and you take profits. And this chart, it's shared over so many times, but I love referencing to it because it's helped me just take profits. And if it's in NFTs, DeFi, altcoins, it really does. You can really see the sentiment in the market from like greed to euphoria to depression, and that's kind of if you're aware of that, you can make some good money. You don't want to be sold into some narratives and then be a holder of those bags. So you can see that basically if you learn that and then add some market structure, some moving averages, you can learn which side of the market to buy in, and you can learn when to buy and when not to buy. So on the weekly, we're going to be using the 4 and 9 EMA. So I'm going to show you guys how I'm going to get to this price prediction and why I'm going to wait for those prices. So let's delete that line, and you can see right here, the 4 and 9 are awesome. When you have the 4 cross over the 9, the faster you may cross over the slower one to the upside, that's a golden cross and that's a buy signal, and the opposite is a death cross. So you can see if we marked out the buys and the sells, that they have been super profitable. That's a buy, that's a sell, that's a buy, that's a sell, And a bonus about using the weekly is it gives you so much time to act. You don't have to be stuck at your computer or watching it glued to your screen. So that's a buy down there. That's a sell. It doesn't give you the best, like the most bottom or top prices, but it'll get you in and it'll allow you to see the change in trend. So that's a buy, and that landed on our support perfectly. So you can see that when we broke down here, you can see that we tested this and then we broke down. We reclaimed that support and the moving averages crossed. This was an awesome buy, and if we brought it to our average sell price right here, you took, and this is in Bitcoin. So 1 Bitcoin, you turned it to about approximately 4 Bitcoins. Same thing here. It broke down, and this was the easiest trade, man. It came back up, and this is the same thing. Everybody's buying up top here. If you're buying up top here, most people are coming into the market and not even looking at any type of chart and just buying. If you actually take the time to learn some basics about technical analysis, you could have seen that this is a simple resistance, and it's been rejected right here, right here. It didn't even reach there, right here. It worked right, it thrusted right into it, pretty much right here, and that's in the future. So you can see that that resistance, it can be a magical line to some people, but it's sure as hell working. And you can see the crossover as well here. That was a nasty buy and sell. Same thing here. We tested it. It was clear. You can see the bearish candle right there and the bearish engulfing. And then we actually reclaimed it. We had the bullish engulfing, huge candle right there, and then the crossover on the moving averages. And then you can see that we get very oversold on the RSI as well. I will touch on that. So we can keep moving forward. You can see here, same thing. We had a small pump, nothing really to get happy about. But when we broke down, we reclaimed. Look at this huge candle. So that gave us the moving average crossover, and that gave us some confluence with the candlestick and some confidence that the buyers and bulls are stepping in here. So now we're going to take this trade, and I sold, and because I was grinding out this whole bear market and Bitcoin meant so much to me, I started selling like right here, because I had a big position right here, and my final position around right here. And this was basically before Elon was like going crazy with the Twitter storm of Dogecoin and things like that, of his tweets on Doge. Like, he was really shilling that hard. That, going back to my 2019 video, you can see literally that's what I drew out. We break down, we reclaim it, and then we head. And you can see, maybe we get the first resistance and it starts falling down, or maybe we break. With Doge, it wouldn't be actually like this. If with Doge, you can see like it is very impulsive. And you can see Doge is very impulsive. What is that? A huge candle to the upside. Huge candle to the upside. So after we've went into that strategy, and you see my mindset with me buying Dogecoin, after it broke over 100 sats, it kind of I didn't want to FOMO in. The let me turn that back to black. The narrative on Dogecoin was going crazy, and I just had to hold myself back. And now you can see it's dumping. The BTC and the USD pair is dumping like crazy. I had to hold myself back and not FOMO in. And I've waited years for the perfect position, and I will wait. I have been waiting since my sell here, so it's been approximately a year, and I will wait another year if we trend down lower. So naturally, this is one of the places that I would love to buy right here, and that is the prior resistance. So you can see heavy resistance here with this discrepancy here is changed from resistance to support, a change of polarity. I would love to buy that there from the top to bottom here. That is approximately a 91% drop, and we've seen those 91% drops before. That would be the perfect spot to buy. I don't know if we're going to fall that far or that quick. It might take a long time to go, especially since so much new people have been onboarded to buy Dogecoin. Let's see if they're paper hands, and let's see how, if it dumps that far. But I'd be kind of looking for a bounce or the same thing, a break and a reclaim. and I would buy the reclaim long. If we, came down, like broke down and then got rejected, that would be, horrible. It could be another Luna or something, and I'm not even trying to be funny. If it just broke down under 100 sats, that would be ugly. Maybe Bitcoin would be just, breaking upwards, and Dogecoin isn't speeding up along with it. So right now we're seeing a clear downtrend with lower lows, lower highs, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, and then the lower low. And you can see that we're testing the previous all-time high right here, which you can expect some sort of bounce. If we broke the prior, so if you're actually taking a look at it on a large time frame, Dogecoin is still on uptrend. So yeah, that's what I was thinking. Let me remove this drawing, because when I'm looking at market structure, I'm looking at a higher high, higher low, higher high, and if it invalidated this, then that market structure would be broken. But that would be a huge pullback, and you wouldn't want to be holding just to confirm the break of structure. Also, actually, this right here would be the break of structure. How did I miss that? Right here. And you can see we bounced off of it. So yeah, this would be in a downtrend. According to the moving averages, we're still in an uptrend. We bounced right here, which I would have expected. Previous higher high and a moving average, the 200 on the weekly. If we get a bounce here, maybe we get a relief, another lower high, and then we would potentially work our way back down and test this area. Like I said, best case scenario, we test the 100 sat range. But essentially what we're looking for, and we can move away from these EMAs and use this strategy as well. Take a look here. When we actually got the golden cross right now, we got the buy signal. We didn't get the sell signal here. It actually gave us a very, very great sell signal at approximately, let's say we bought right here. You got a buy signal, or you got a trade of 3,400%, a 34x, 1 Bitcoin to 34 Bitcoins. And I fumbled that so bad. I sold so early. It's just crazy thinking about it right now. So when you get the death cross, imagine it on this end. Why would you buy on the downside when the market's making lower lows and lower highs? Why would you buy on a downtrend? It doesn't make sense. Wait for the confirmed cross, which we got a whipsaw right here. So we can take a look. Actually, we got a cross, and you get that a ton on downtrends. Where you might just get like a whipsaw. So you got I don't know if that was a cross here, but you got a cross here and then a cross. You could get some close to break even or little bits of profits, or sometimes you just take a small loss. But if you look at market structure and then add the moving averages to it, you can do wonders. So what I mean is, if you look for a previous if you look for a previous lower high, so for example right here, or if you take this one right here, if you see that we kind of are breaking above this, and now we're setting up higher highs and higher lows, and we get the crossover, you can see that the market structure has broken, and we got the 4-9 EMA golden cross, and maybe we formed some sort of bottom or a confirmed reversal. But kind of, you could also just religiously take these signals when the 4 and 9 cross, because you don't get them all the time. Every bar is a week, so you haven't got to buy in weeks. So it wouldn't be too hard to really follow this strategy, as it's been super profitable on the weekly, and you just buy and sell. And you could use this for any other altcoin. I've used it for ETH BTC very well. So you can see ETH BTC also, not also, ETH BTC's, it's its own monster. It's in an uptrend still, in my opinion, and I'm hoping this breaks to the upside. So we'll do a video on that separately, but what I'm trying to say is the 4 and 9 is great and works on a ton of alts and other assets. So that's pretty much it for this video. It's hard to guess a bottom. Looking at this right here, kind of looks like this is a temporary bottom, unless the market, S&P 500, Bitcoin, and just pretty much everything nukes. Then I don't think this will hold, but this kind of looks like it can bounce here. If we had the weekly EMA pretty much bounce here as well, so maybe we trade up to this moving average, 373 sats, and then we break this to the upside, to the downside, and then work our way to the 100 sats. And the 100 sats I'll be watching for a buy, and like I mentioned, I probably won't just set my buy order there. I'll be looking for some sort of something like this, either a bounce or a break and a reclaim, and then a bounce up. If it breaks down and then gets rejected, obviously I wouldn't be buying that. And then like I showed you guys, you can add the 4 and 9 and then use that for more confluence. So pretty much 100 sats would be the goal. I laid out all the different scenarios. If it doesn't get there, then I'll be looking for a change of trend, for a reversal, for it to start working its way in an uptrend. And then if it looks juicy, I'll take a position. But I have a ton of other alts that I'm going to be watching. Like I mentioned, throw the alts below in the comments if you want me to take a look at them. And there's so many opportunities out there. So if Dogecoin doesn't work out, then I'm on to the next alt. So hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'll see you guys tomorrow.